Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to another episode of Soul Tribe Search Party. Today I'm diving into a timeless classic, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I probably completely butchered the last name. This is one of those books that feels like a guide for the soul, packed with wisdom and inspiration for everyone on a journey of self-discovery. To look into the book, in this episode, I'll break down the major themes of the book, share my personal reflections, and discuss how we can apply its lessons to our own lives. Whether you've read it or not, there's something here for everyone. If you've read The Alchemist, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're a part of my book club, we will definitely continue to stick it through as we are winging it with what we got going on. But most definitely, please reflect as well in our discussion sections to help build the community and get us more involved with this book club, because I think these are some awesome books to get into. So let's get into the overview of the book. So The Alchemist follows Santiago, which is a shepherd boy on his journey to discover his personal legend, which is a treasure he dreams about in Egypt. But the story is much more than a literal journey. It's about finding your purpose, listening to your heart, and ultimately trusting the universe. The author wrote this book in just 2 weeks, and it has since become a global phenomenon, translated into dozens of languages. It's a reminder that our dreams are worth pursuing, no matter the obstacles. So I'm going to be going through each of the key themes in this book. So theme 1 is following your personal legend. The idea of a personal legend is central to The Alchemist. It's the thing you were born to do, your purpose in life. For me, this theme resonates deeply. I think about how often we put our dreams on hold because of fear or societal expectations. I definitely encourage my listeners or soul tribe to reflect on your own dreams. What is your personal legend? Have you been ignoring it, or are you actively pursuing it? I feel like that was it in a nutshell. I don't feel like I have to further deep dive into that, but I am definitely someone that gets on all of my loved ones, friends, whomever is around me. I'm always trying to encourage people to follow what their purpose is in life. Like, I'm quick to tell someone, if a job is not working out for you, it's because you're not in alignment. You're not following what you're supposed to do. Especially when people are stuck in 9-to-5s and they have a creative niche that they could really monetize, and that's what they really love doing, but they don't do it because they are operating out of fear. Theme 2, listening to your heart. Santiago learns that our hearts speak to us, guiding us towards what's truly meant for us, but it requires courage to listen and trust. So I've struggled with this myself, doubting my intuition or letting fear drown out that inner voice. This book reminded me that my heart often knows more than my mind. Takeaway: take a moment today to quiet the noise and listen to what your heart is saying. And I also like to think of that as like your intuition. Like, obviously, if you're operating out of your heart space, that first initial thought or feeling of something is what you're really supposed to go with. as they say, trusting that gut feeling. It's all the same, Theme 3, the power of the universe. Throughout the book, Santiago encounters signs and omens, teaching him that the universe conspires to help us achieve our dreams. So this theme hit home because I've seen how synchronicities show up when I'm aligned with my purpose. Have you ever felt like the universe was sending you a message? Like, I know a big trend for some people nowadays is the angel numbers, even though it's like, yes, we're a matrix, so it's really made up of numbers, obviously. But, like, honestly, though, keep an eye out for the signs this week and consider how they might be guiding you. Key symbolism and lessons. So, the treasure Santiago seeks isn't just physical, it's symbolic of self-discovery and fulfillment. The journey versus the destination. One of my favorite lessons is that the journey is often more important than the destination. Santiago's growth comes from the people he meets and the challenges he faces. And then lastly, of key symbolism is alchemy as transformation. Alchemy as a metaphor for transforming ourselves, turning our lead into gold through the pursuit of our personal legend. So, The Alchemist has been like a gentle nudge, reminding me to stay on the path of my dreams, even when it's hard. One of my favorite lines is, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. It is so simple, yet so profound. I think about how this relates to my podcast journey and my dream of building a space for self-discovery and connection. I don't know, I try to be more organized with how I kind of reflected on this book. I don't know, I ultimately, of course, like I said, it's a good self-help book. It just reminds you of the little things. I do tend to say, like, be an alchemist a lot in any situation. Most definitely because I feel like it just gives the power back to yourself. Allowing yourself to just be in the present moment, not seeking things outside of ourselves, but to just be okay. Like, I mean, you don't have to necessarily be okay with how things are. You can want change, obviously, but it's not you focusing on chasing something outside of yourself, but more so just being that for yourself, if that makes sense. And I feel like this is such a complex book. Like, it's, I don't know, it's not just a simple read, but it's definitely a great book nonetheless. I do feel like this book was, I don't know, just a little quicker to be able to reflect on, because it's just a straightforward book. And the book is, like it said, it's based on the journey the entire time. So not too much to break down, but I still do have some engaging things to discuss with you guys, as far as like encouraging you guys to share some of your feedback in my comment section if you have read the book. What did you take away from The Alchemist? Did the journey remind you of how your journey is going? Or if you were just listening to my review, which theme do you think resonated with you the most? Following your personal legend, listening to your heart, or trusting the universe? You can, if you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. And if you're a part of my book club, the next book that we will be breaking down is The Power of Now. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because this one is more just like short and sweet, and I don't know. I feel like I should have more to say about it, but I guess I don't. And to be honest, like, even though this was a great book, I definitely have my favorites. Like, the book I had shared last month, The Four Agreements, that book is one of my staples. That book I have listened to, read so many times. The Alchemist was kind of like a one and done book for me, but a great book nonetheless. It doesn't, I don't know. I'm maybe over explaining, but it's just a simple fact that, it is a one and done kind of book. Like, okay, and a great reflection on, the themes that I've kind of discussed, and just reminding yourself of the journey that you're on, which it's like, yeah, you do need a constant reminder sometimes, but it is what it is. Okay. So remember, Soul Tribe, the journey to your dreams is just as important as the destination. Keep listening to your heart, trust the universe, and stay true to your personal legend. Like I said, next book we'll be exploring is The Power of Now. Stay tuned for an announcement on my book club. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. My book club page. I'm still looking to build that up, and for right now, I'm just winging it. Trying to get my content out there, be consistent for myself, no matter if it makes sense yet, or, it's gonna work itself out. I just know it. So until next time, guys.